traders, welcome back to another Pip Breakdown video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can jump right into this. Okay, so we're only going to touch on the major pairs. Make sure if you do want to see all the majors and the minors, I do touch on them in the Telegram group. Check the link below and you can get right in. So let's just jump right into this and see what's happening. So from the last forecast with AU, we did reject this very large support area spanning back many years now, many years. When's the last time we were here? We can't even really see this on the daily chart. So this year here is 2009. It's the last time we were here, right? So we just rejected this area, and given the fact that we are rising back up to the resistance, once we get to this resistance, either the bears will start to come in, and this will be evident by the red candles, or the bulls will continue to stay in control of the market, and then we can see a break of this resistance to the next resistance, always going from support to resistance, support to resistance, support to resistance. Okay, so let's just go on to the next pair. So the next pair that we're looking at here is EU. We've had a very large bullish run on this as well. So from AU and EU both having bullish runs, this just tells us that the US is doing really bad right now. The US is really weak. And we'll be able to confirm that as we go on to GU and NU and actually look at the USX pairs as well. So we're seeing the bullish momentum still here evident in this bullish candle. The weekly candle here is very bullish as well, right? So we actually closed above a few resistance areas, showing that there's more buyers coming into the market, more good feelings, more of all of that, more structural highs. Okay, so from this area, we're either going to see sellers try to come into the market. We may get a little consolidation here, given the fact that we did overextend in a way. I don't really want to say overextend, but we have a new high, and we did have sellers try to come into the market here a few candles earlier. Okay, so sellers may be trying to come back in because they failed previously. They may be trying to come back in at this next resistance, and at this resistance here, which is our more recent high back from June 2019. We can definitely see sellers try to really overtake the market here, unless there is a large amount of buyers that come back in. Always watch the candles, because this is going to show you whether they're in or they're not, literally. Okay, let's move on to the next pair and see how this US strength is really doing. So GU as well, it's showing us that buyers in the market, look, small candle, bigger candle, bigger candle, bigger candle. So they're showing you the US is not doing really well right now. And more buyers are coming in for the pound. Okay, so we haven't gotten a red candle at this resistance like we did previously, two times before. So as long as we don't get a red candle at this resistance, we're not expecting to sell this pair. So we're going to continue with this bullish momentum to the next resistance, and we can see we have resistance 1, resistance 2 in this area. So from there we can see if sellers will try to come in, because there's two resistances. I mentioned this previously in other videos as well, that because there's one resistance there, there's an issue. Now because there's two, there's just more of an issue, right? So and they're close together. Like I always mention, I will never be trading the area in between two tightly placed support and resistance zones. So we just needed to break out of this area and then go to the top side or go back to the bottom side, which would then be our current resistance. If we do get sellers in from like Monday or Tuesday, maybe Monday will be a doji indecision candle, and Tuesday we start getting bearish candles. That just shows us that the bears are coming in, and then we can go for a short position. Does that make sense? Then we'll go for a short position. Otherwise, buyers are in control. We're going with the buyers momentum. So let's just move on to the next pair, and we are sitting at NU. For NU, the last 5 days have been bullish as well. We rejected a really major support spanning back from September 2019, so about 6 months, 7 months, 8 months ago. And we did close above this previous resistance as well, heading to the next resistance, and we'll see if sellers come in. It's always watching to see if sellers are coming in at that place, and this is the larger time frame that we can be working from the daily time frame, and then maybe on the 1 hour 30 minutes, depending on your personality. Really, you can go through and try to capitalize on these opportunities. Trend is your friend. Always trade in direction of the major trend. Okay, so like these projections say, if sellers come in at this resistance area, resistance number 1, then we can try to come back down here at our current support area. If we do break through it, represented by sellers breaking below, red candle below, then we'll go down to the next support. Okay, it's literally just green candles at support, red candles at resistance. Support, green and red candles at support and resistance zones gives us our opportunity. Okay, so let's move down to the final pairs here. We do have UCAD sitting at this resistance area. So for 1, it's a double top. Okay, for 2, we did reject 1.3450, which is kind of a psychological round number. I don't really play to those anymore. I'm just dealing with the highs and lows, but we are getting a difficult time here. Okay, so we're having a difficult time. We'll just have to see if the buyers or sellers are going to flood the market. From rejecting this support area, we do see that buyers came in and we got indecision, showing us sellers aren't liking the bullish pressure. Okay, next candle here, we still failed to break above and make new highs, showing us once again sellers are not liking new high prices. They won't accept new high prices. And then for Friday's candle, it's indecision candle again, showing us sellers are not liking a higher price. So for now, it's just a battle and we're staying between both those areas. Judging by the momentum of these candles, Monday or Tuesday's candle can be a bearish candle, and then we can see sellers flood back into this support area of about 133.30. Okay, right, and this would just be a replica of what happened this week exactly, kind of, with the indecision from last week's Friday candle here, and Monday's candle is just a big bearish candle back down to the support area. So that really just shows that if we do break above the resistance, then we are to go to the next resistance as long as buyers stay in control. The next chart here, we're getting a lot of bearish pressure, and this is due to the Swiss's strength right now. So the US is not doing good compared to the Swiss. So we're still en route to the support area of 0.9275-ish. Last time we were here in this area was around February 2018. So it's going to be a very touchy area that we're about to enter back into. So we'll see if buyers come in or sellers will continue to flood the market. It's literally like there are so many traders out in the world. You never know which traders are going to decide to enter the market. You might have some traders who might be sleeping, right? And you have some traders that are like, they just don't feel like trading. Some traders might be in the process of moving money around, and not just retail traders, but industrial traders, bankers, people with a large amount of money. And then how are the retail traders feeling? Because ultimately, individually, retail traders do not have a lot of money, but collectively, they do have a lot of money. And so that's really what you're playing with. You never know which trade is going to be right or wrong. You got to play with the momentum of where the flow of money is going. That's what the candle is really telling us, how the country is doing, how the currency is doing, and the flow of money. Where are the investors putting their money? Are the investors selling or the investors buying? What is the majority doing? Okay, so if we do come back down to the support area, we will just see who comes into control here. Maybe we'll just consolidate for the rest of the week. You just got to be open to these possibilities. So next is the US Japanese yen. We've just been completely bearish pressure here. The US is not doing really good. The Japanese yen is doing considerably well considering the whole coronavirus thing that's going on. Mind you, I'm not a fundamental trader, so that really didn't play a part with me, just because I just trade the charts. But now that we are in the support area, this is the exact same case for the US Swiss that we were just looking at. So if sellers come into this market, we can flood. If the sellers come into this market and close below our support area, we can now fall to the next support, which again is going to be a really touchy area. Last time we were here was October 2016. So if buyers do come into the market, like we do have that option as well, we will try to make our way back up to 106.50, just to maybe continue with the major trend, which we can see is down, right? We're getting a lot of bearish pressure. These last few candles, which is about, let's say, the last 12 days, makes up for the last 12 days recently, is making up for more than the last 130, 140 days of progress that the US Japanese pair has actually made, right? So this is not a good situation for the US. It's just not doing so well. We'll see if the market rebounds or not. Just wait. If a green candle shows here, then you're getting the opportunity to buy, and just play with that. This is a very large support area, so there can be a lot of consolidation in this area as well. There can be a lot of orders here that the market is going to pick up, and we'll see buyers or sellers who comes into control. Right now, it's red, so sellers are in control. That's it for this video, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and let me know how your trading is going. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram at 247pips, and I'm more than willing to help you out with your trading. And also, let me not forget to mention, if you do want the free course on how I trade exactly, explaining all of this, go to my website, and it's literally right there on the front page. Just put your email in and you'll get it right away, sent right to you. Also, if you do want trade alerts, I do offer those now, so you can just go through and sign up for that on the site as well. Everything there on the front page. Make sure you check out the video. I will be releasing today or tomorrow, going over the results of last week's trading week. We gained about 907 pips, right? The week prior, we gained about 710. So just go watch that video. I go through and discuss details why we took those trades, and tap in, start making some more money, and let's just get it.